Hi guys, I'm Anastasia from Beauty Unleashed, and I'm going to show you how I make Second Life skins. Let's get into it. So here's our 3D head. This is Genus. When you click on Adele face, it'll pop up a 2D layer, and whatever you do on that 2D layer will show up on the 3D and vice versa. So we're going to pick a picture, and well, we gotta find it first. This one looks good. We just gotta rotate it and stuff. Now I'm gonna make a copy of the image using Control J, and then you can rotate it to make it straight. Hit the check mark. Now we're gonna hide the other layer, our first layer. Now we're getting our lasso tool, or our marquee tool, sorry. Our marquee tool, and we're getting the right side of the face. Then we're going to go to edit, copy, then paste, and then transform, flip horizontal. All of that will be under the edit tab, and you're just going to move it till it fits evenly. It's gonna look silly, but it's okay. It's gonna look better in the picture. On the template. So now I'm just resizing it, making it straight, and then I'm merging the layers. And now I'm just going with my spot healing tool, mode set to lighten, and I'm just fixing those dark spots. I zoomed in so you can see better. Just fixing the dark spots. Now I'm going to fast forward and see you back when it's done. Alright, so now that we fixed our dark spots, or dark lines, we're gonna outline the face with our lasso tool. I think it's on custom lasso tool. Yes, it's on custom lasso tool. So you're gonna outline the face, then drag it over onto your 3D head, your head layout for your 3D model, and you're just gonna scale it. I like to lower the opacity to try and fit something to it, try and fit it as best as possible. Then higher it back up and then go to liquefy. I link all the eyes, the eye parts, and then I scroll all the way down where it says show backdrop, and I show the 2D, I think it's scene on or something like that. I click that, and then I hit behind underneath it, and then I lower the opacity to match the eyes and the nose and the lips the best way as possible. You will have to do this multiple times. I mean, you might get lucky and be able to do it on the first try, but I do it at least 2, 3, sometimes 4, depending, to make it match. So yeah, I'm just doing the mouth, doing the eyes, fast forwarding through this part. Okay, so for the nostrils, I use the forward warp tool to push the picture we used. I have to push the nostrils to match the template. I messed up a couple times, but I just kept redoing it till I liked it. But just make sure your pressure is high and the brush is the same size as the nostril, so you can move it evenly without deforming it too much. That looks pretty even. Now we're getting our eraser, soft round brush, opacity all the way up, and just going around the edges to soften it. Get rid of the hair. I also like to get rid of the eyes. I mean, you don't have to, but I like to do it. Okay, so we're liquefying again, just the edges to bring it out some more. So now what we're going to do is going to test it in world. We're going to go to our 2D layer. We're going to add a new layer, a blank layer, then go back to our 3D model. Go to the layer you worked on, hit merge down, make sure it's on top of your 3D head or your 3D object. Hide any other layers that don't need to be shown. So you're going to merge down as so. And now it's on our 2D model or template. Now we're going to save it as a JPG and then sample preserve details. I like to do it like that. So now we're going to test it in world. I already made an outfit just to make it faster to show, instead of me scrambling through my inventory. Okay, so she has a new shape and a new brow shape. That's why there's hair and she looks silly. But now we're just going to add it locally instead of uploading. We don't want to upload, we're just testing it, so we're going to add it locally, and I'm going to show you how to do that. You're going to go to, I guess I already made it. So you're going to go to File, New Close, and then go to New Tattoo. And then you're going to right click and hit Edit. You're going to right click and hit Edit. Then you're going to go to Head Tattoo. Go to Local and then hit Add. And then find your texture that you used. And then hit Apply immediately. Hit OK. Don't exit out of the appearance, just minimize it, because if you exit out, it's going to go gray. So this is what our skin looks like. It don't look too bad. Now we're just going to, I think, edit. Oh, we're getting our eye fix on so the eyes don't go all crazy on us. We're freezing eyes. Okay. So now I'm just going to edit the shape. I'm going to edit the shape and I'm going to fast forward through this part. And I'll be back to show you how to get rid of the hair for the eyebrow shape if you don't know how to do it already. So meet you back here. Alright, so here's the brow shape. We're just going to the style tab and maxing everything out to 0. Everything has to be set to 0. And then we work on the brow shape under eyebrows. Now she looks good. So we're just going back into Photoshop and fixing some of those gaps we have. So whenever you work on your 2D layout and you hit File and Save, it will show up on your 3D head. So you don't have to worry about it doing it on both, which you don't really need it to show on the 3D. After the fact, you get it on the template. So now we're getting the dark color, we're grabbing it from the nose and we're just filling in the hole. You can erase the hole. Sometimes that works good too. I don't know why I decided to draw it in this time, but I did. So that's what we're doing. Just drawing in the nostrils. Now we're getting our spot healing tool and make sure the mode is on darken or normal. And we're just filling in the sides of the nose. Okay, no, we're going to spot healing, mode on normal, fixing the sides of the nose. And now I'm using the mode lighten to get rid of the eyelashes underneath the eyes and the eyeliner. You can do the top on the eyelid. Sometimes I do if the lashes aren't so close together or how they look on here. It was really hard for me to get them to look right on this per se, so I just did underneath and I got rid of the inner corner eyeliner. Now I'm just using the spot healing tool and lighten to get rid of some of the freckles to make it look more natural. Instead of making it even or leaving it even. So I'm just going to fast forward through this part using the same spot healing tool in lighten mode to fix those under eyes. Now I'm liquefying shit again. And I think I ended up fucking it up too. Okay, see, there's the brows. I don't like it. I didn't like the way the brows look, even after adjusting the shape. So yeah, this is just some BS I decided to leave in. Everything else looks good. So now I'm just gonna undo what I did with the brows. So I'm gonna go back into liquefy and just readjust them back up. Now I'm darkening the nostrils. Okay, now we're gonna check it out in World again. So to pop up the save menu, I do Alt Control Shift W. That pops up the save menu without you having to drag your mouse over to hit File and Export. Just remember Alt Control Shift W. So now we're lassoing out the lips. We're gonna lighten them. Apparently I can't use the lasso tool. So now we're actually outlining the lips. And then we're gonna get oops. We're going to blur Gaussian no, that's not it. No. Cancel that. We're going to filter blur, surface blur, making the threshold kind of low, keeping the numbers low, because if it's too extreme, if it's too high, it'll look too extreme. Now, unless you're going for that look, go for it, but I didn't want it to look too extreme. So surface blur, save it. Let's see what it looks like. Looks better. But the lips are very peachy. Okay, so now we're going to an adjustment layer at the bottom. It's a little circle that's half filled. That's your adjustment layers. We're going to click that. Go to hue and saturation. I think I was having trouble seeing my mouse. Hue and saturation. You're going to adjust to see. Don't worry about the rest of the face. Just look at the lips and see how it looks. See what looks best for you. And then once we get it, we're going to Control I, the white mask, Control I, and it's going to turn black. So white reveals, so you're going to go to your brush tool and make sure it's set to white. You can hit X to go back and forth from black and white. White will show the saturation layer, the hue and saturation layer. Black will cover it back up to its normal layer. So we're just lightening the mouth, saving it to see how it looks. We're gonna see how it looks in world. And it looks too washed out, so back into Photoshop. We're gonna adjust, we're gonna darken it a little bit, and then lower the saturation. A little too dark, but it's better. So now I'm just gonna keep fine-tuning it back and forth. Now I'm fixing the corners of the mouth too, because they were too dark. So I'm just gonna fix those inner corners. I messed up again. I don't know what I was doing. I guess I was trying to draw it in. I just ended up getting a skin color from the sides of the mouth and kind of went over the corners to make them blend better. Now it looks decent. Alright, so now we're going to add some highlights. Label your layer highlights. You're going to add a curve layer. once you add a curve layer, you're going to adjust it to your desired brightness. Then you're going to right click that layer and go to blending options. Go to where it says underlining layer. You're going to go to the dark side of the slider, and you're going to bring it towards the lighter side, and you'll start seeing the lightness show up. And then you're just gonna alt and click the right side to break it apart to make it more seamless, a seamless blend, instead of it being so harsh. And now I'm just playing around with it, seeing what I like, what looks best. I brought them back together, I guess. I don't know what I was doing. So I went ahead and blended the skin with the template off camera, and this is what she looks like. I did some other adjustments off camera as well, because I'm going to do a series on how to match skin tones and stuff like that, so please stay tuned. So I'm going to adjust the shape and get her in some hair. So I'm gonna go do that, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so this is how she came out. Alright guys, thanks for watching.